Hello, how are you? Welcome back. In the previous clip we discussed quality as it had to do with the project planning process. Okay, don't forget we are discussing the different activities that go on during a project, or that should go on during a project. The project management process. We've discussed initiation, now we are discussing planning. Now we have also talked about a number of things. Right now we are discussing, we are briefly continuing quality. If you want to know a bit more about what we discussed previously, you can go back and take a look at the previous clips, and you're welcome. Yeah, so quality. Now, in this clip, I would want to discuss the relationship between quality and cost. The way it should work is quality should be built in right from the start. It should be built in to the project managed by whoever from the very beginning of the project to the end of the project. If you build quality in from the very start, you save costs. But if quality is an afterthought, if quality is a component that you retrofit somewhere along the way during the project, you actually increase costs as far as the project is concerned, because there are probably a lot of things that you would need to redo or rework in order to achieve the quality you're looking for. And in many instances, at the end of the project, it's clear that in many instances it can be clear that quality was not a priority. It was only added in at some points in the project. Now, of course, there are lots of examples of that, especially where I live. We see all sorts of things here. So, but yeah, that's that. Building quality into your project from start. Don't let it be an afterthought. Okay, now that's that with that. We go over to cost. Cost is another item that must be tackled carefully while you are at the project management plan stage. Here, what's being looked for? What's being looked for is you are to interpret the project based on numbers, financial terms. You should take into cognizance the financial management language of your organization. They're going to want to know things like what is the payback. They're going to want to hear what the NPV is. They want to hear the cost benefits and so on and so forth. This is important because projects many times fail when it comes to the costs part of things. So in order to persuade your company to sign off on the project, you need to get the costs right. How long will this project take? How much will it cost? So costs is an issue. Cost is a big issue. So we will flesh out this cost thing in the next video. Just be aware that cost here has to do with interpreting your project based on figures. How much will the project cost at the end of the day? One more thing before we go. Costs. It is useful to use the WBS when estimating costs. Of course, you can understand why. If you, of course, saw the WBS, you see it's easy to attach the time each activity will take. It's also possible to assign the cost for each activity, and the cost for the resources for each activity as well. I mean, using the WBS. So it's good to take advantage of that when one is considering costs. Okay. All right. We'll see in the next clip. I did say I would handle schedule later. Okay. So let's talk about schedule much later. You'll be happy we did. All right then. See you in the next clip.